there, come on in. So yesterday was April Fool's Day. Did you get fooled? When my kids were young, it was always a fun day here. You know, at Club Breen, it was just one of the best holidays everybody's thinking. Of course, the big trick is not to mention that it's coming up, because then everyone is unsuspecting, right? Then you go for the jugular. The old salt and the sugar bowl, that's a pretty good one, especially when the kids were young. One year, I packed them ham sandwiches for lunch, but I included a clear plastic card in the middle of the sandwich so they couldn't bite through it. And of course, I wrote on it, April Fools. And then there was the year that I went around and set all of the clocks ahead by an hour, thinking I could get my kids up and out the door an hour before the bus came. And they'd wonder what was going on. Well, looking back, that probably wasn't all that funny, but it sure seemed funny to me at the time. I got them all up, but it was still pretty dark outside, and it was my oldest, Sammy, who announced that he had figured it out and was going back to bed because it looked too dark, and he noticed that the clock on the VCR was blinking, so someone had clearly tried to change it. I never did master that darn VCR clock. But I absolutely think that my favorite was a year when we all did things just around bedtime. I heard all this hollering from the boys' room, and I came downstairs to see that Sammy, the oldest, had spread a bunch of Legos under the sheets and all over at the bottom of his younger brother Johnny's bed, and replaced Johnny's pillow with a cardboard box in a pillowcase. Both tricks after my own heart. And when I went to bed, my sheets had been shorted so I couldn't get my legs into bed. Also a strike from Sammy. But you know what? I fell asleep with a smile that night. You see, while Sammy was doing his homework, I'd changed a few sheets myself, and I had taken the bulb out of the light next to his bed so it would be dark, and it wouldn't be morning until he realized that he was sleeping with my daughter's ballerina Barbie sheets. April Fool's Day. You know what? We've all been on both sides of that one, am I right? For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store is local and gives free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Visit the Medicare Store today.